welcome everybody to the Season 6 Old Spice Cup Series Daytona 500. It's going to be an amazing 500. Let's get right into it. As qualifying, we have 40 cars. Yes, 40 cars competing today in today's 500. It is going to be lit. Let's read off your pole sitter. Into 10th place as Kingston Hill will be on the pole for the 500. Zach Mayo, second Tyler Curley, third Joey Jara, fourth Harley Stoner, fifth Sketchy Rain, sixth Shane White, seventh Nathaniel Smith, eighth Michael Rossman, ninth, and Tyler Commander 10th. Here's the rest of your results for the Daytona 500 qualifying. Well, let's get right into this race. It's going to be a fun one. You already know the Daytona 500 is going to be a long race too. The longest 500 we're ever going to see, as it's going to be a whopping 48 laps around this oval. Yes, you just heard that, a whopping 48 laps. The longest 500, probably the longest race, but it won't be the longest race past like a couple of other races that pass by, obviously, as the season goes by. As here we go, coming across the line for the Season 6 Daytona 500. Green flag is in the air. We are green for the Season 6 Daytona 500 and for the second Daytona 500 in 5 seasons at night, because there wasn't a good Daytona at night till this season. So let's get right into it. The Toyotas are 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. As remember, there's so many stories that come into this race, so many driver changes, and this race is a very important race for a lot of teams because this is the first race of the season, and for those championship contenders, you do not want to struggle. As here comes Tyler Curley already to the bottom lane. As he's going to leave out his Toyota teammate Kingston Hill on the outside lane. As that middle lane really struggled throughout that first corner. You gotta give it some time, man. Gotta give it some time. Those Toyotas are trying to place themselves on the middle lane. We saw that middle lane come in clutch in the clash. It really placed a lot of drivers where they needed to be. Is they're already gonna go 3 wide, 3 by 3 now. As the Mercedes and Zach Mayo work together right here. It's already some 3 wide racing on lap number 2 of the race. As Shane White on the bottom lane, he's going to stick to the bottom lane right here. As he's got his Ford right behind him. He's got Michael Rossman right behind him. Michael Rossman being a rookie. Yeah, he drove a couple races at the end of last season, but he's looking to impress. As he's impressing right now, he's up in the top 5. And how hard do you push on these beginning laps? And I'm going to say that you don't really need to push. I mean, 3 by 3 really doesn't mean anything, because usually it just means the bottom lane will start getting clear and the bottom lane will start cooking up. But, you know, where you really need to start worrying is when they start going 4 wide. 4 wide is like instant death, as we saw in the clash. As again, 3 by 3 racing right here. As Jordan Powell tried to go with Michael Rossman, but it didn't work, and now it works as they file in line. Michael Rossman will keep the race lead, but that's definitely going to cost Jordan Powell, because Jordan Powell is now stuck 3 wide. He would have been cleared to push Michael Rossman going into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, my bad. Thought the game crashed. But Josh Crash will take the race lead on the bottom right here. As now that cycle starts to start where the bottom lane becomes a little OP because you start getting big runs on the bottom. Oh, they're gonna go 4 wide. As it looks like Golarud forces it 4 wide. It's gonna be very awkward in front of the field. This is gonna happen right in front of the field. They somehow hold it. I don't know how they're holding this right now. And Golarud lets the 42 in of Nathan Orman, making his Chip Ganassi debut. He let him in. Smart move from Golarud. That could have been very bad for the whole field because the whole field is together right now. It's a very filled in pack right here. As Josh Crash trying to get that side suck off the side of Nathan Orman. We'll hop on a ride with somebody. Let's ride with the Clash winner, Sketchy Rain, for a couple laps. Being in the middle because you're not really going anywhere. If anything, going backwards. It's hard for that middle lane to create that momentum it needs to create. As again, this pack up front has just been wild. As look at the Chevys. Now we have, after a couple of laps, it's a completely different leader. As now we have Jordan Strunk. Remember, he's making his Stewart-Haas Racing debut. And right behind him, Luis Garcia is making his DEI debut as well. As here comes Tyler Rannigan to the bottom. He tries to force it 4 wide, but just doesn't force it. Smart idea from Tyler Rannigan. Obviously, we do not want to see them die this early in the race. It's been a pretty long race so far, man. 8 minutes and 9 minutes into the recording. Still got a long way to go, too. As Ryan Benjamin is able to clear the pack. Here comes Ryan Benjamin with a great run. Yes, Ryan Benjamin got that big run, but it got canceled out when it got to him because he had no more help from behind. But here comes Ryan Benjamin again. Let's see what he's going to do going into turn number 1. Will he try? Never mind. He won't, as Tyler Rannigan will. As he'll have a huge run down the back. Down into turn number 1 and into turn number 2. The Mercedes are going to link together. Powell and Rannigan, the teammates, the Mercedes teammates, are not going to link up. Instead, Rannigan decides to go up high. Tyler Rannigan decides to go up high. Jordan Strunk keeps the lead as the Mercedes of Jordan Powell moving up to P2 right here. He's looking for a definite better year than what he did last season. He's making his, I believe, not the Wood brother. Yeah, no, he's making his MDM debut today. back into turn number 2. Jordan Strunk has been leading this pack for quite a while in this race, actually, surprisingly. When a car breaks out like that, again, they can kind of pull the outside lane because they come up the track regardless. So now this is going to give the outside lane a huge advantage, as that gives Jordan Powell an advantage. Jordan Powell with a power move to the inside. As now they're going to be side by side, so now the pack should gain a ton of time. Can Powell clear himself of having a foul? Can Jordan clear himself a foul? Which I don't think he will going into turn number 1. It's going to be close. Never mind, they're going to go 3 wide on the inside. There goes Ella Alasaki to the inside with her Ford teammate Drake Gozlan. Middle. They're going to go 4 wide on the inside. There it is, 4 wide. We have not seen this yet today. But he almost caused a wreck. A little bit of contact made as they are 4 wide going down the backstretch. They hold it and they're going to go back to 3 wide right here. Very close. Big moment right there for all these drivers. That's a big moment. As Ella Alasaki able to lead that bottom lane. She's been doing very well on the bottom. She's been using these Drake Gozlan pushes. Drake was the champion last season, and he's looking to continue it. So if Ella isn't going to go for the lead, then Drake's going to go right on past her. He showed as he almost went 4 wide again, all over the rear end. As that 16 has won the 500 before. If you remember, in season, I believe I think it was 3 or 4. Justin Nongton won the 500 in the 16 car. This is obviously Ella's second year, and here comes Dustin Davis. He's gonna go 4 wide on the bottom, but he checks up because we're gonna have some pit stops on lap 15 of the race. We're gonna have some pit stops as a huge pack of cars will come down pit road. I thought it was a 4 wide opportunity right there. I was gonna be like, bruh. As lap 16 pit stop's going to come in very early in this race. And who do you pit with? That's another question. That's another big question that's going to be answered here in a moment. As remember, they have a huge pack going down pit road, so they're going to gain that undercut that you get when you pit. As Shiny Cord actually got hit from behind entering pit road. As we're going to look at what happened down pit road between Shiny Cord and a couple other drivers. Oh, the rookie, David Dixon, tries to peep out, comes in a little too hot. And in trying to avoid the 48, there was this big contact down pit road for the 81 and 48. And now David Dixon has huge damage as big pit road problems for David Dixon, as multiple new cars will come down pit road as well. The 41 picked up a little bit of damage coming down pit road. As performing a pit stop here, especially a green flag stop, is not easy as the yellow, I think, is out. Is it out? No, it's not. There's a problem with Ella Alasaki. She's slowing down a little too early. Yes, she has problems. There's big problems for Ella. And she comes down pit road. But there's no reason why you should be slowing down so far behind. And she's really going to affect this group of cars back here. Look how quick they're coming in. I think it was because the cars coming down pit road. As pit road problems already being created. As I forgot who was even in the race lead at the time. So now we just have to wait. At the moment right now, the 9 leads the field, and the 9 just came down pit road. So now we're just waiting. I know Dustin was in that first pack that came down pit road. So where's Dustin Davis? As Dustin Davis is down pit road trying to fix that damage that he got from hitting. And we've seen multiple problems with DSR already this season. As look at them, they're coming onto the track. As cars begin to come onto the track, the 9 still leads the race. I believe this is the lead pack right here. Oh, Zach Mayo gets held up by Tyler Curley. Lap car holds him up. And yes, this is the lead pack right here. As a lot of cars got separated after the first pit stop. A ton of cars got separated as Benjamin getting held up by Tyler Curley. Tyler Curley's really making it difficult for cars to get by him, as there's clearly a problem with the 20 right now. As cars begin to check up a bit. A lot of guys hoping for a yellow right here, as the battle for the race lead getting intense right here between it's just all Fords. It's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make that 5 in a second. As here comes Bradley Keller to the bottom. So the packs have been really just separated right here. As Oscar really trying to be aggressive to get by the 20. And now the 29, Michael Ronsberg, making his debut of the season, his cup debut, also on the bottom as well. As how about Tyler Authry leading the 500? Don't see that often. Here comes Logan trying to force a 3 wide on the bottom. If I was them, I would work together, but Daytona brings up a lot of hotheads. As this pack right here is just so perfectly in sync. It's just so equal. But maybe 9 more. The 99 kind of broke off of the 98 right there. It looks like he's trying to push him. Tyler Commander sitting right behind the 24. He's going to have a bit of a run. He goes to the inside. They're going to catch the front pack right here. Of Tyler Ranigan and Bradley Keller. They're going to have to reboot this pack and try to get a run going. And try to catch that lead pack that's continuously battling right here. As Jordan Strunk beats him to the line that time. Marquez getting very low, almost trying to go 4 wide right there. They also have a pack behind them. There's Skylar Smithwick, Benjamin Alvarez, Ryan Benjamin. They're all pushing behind them. They're going really fast down the straightaway. 201. And also, how will lap cars play into this race? As Josh Kraft is one of the lap cars. One of the lap cars, also Griffin Lynn, Dustin, David Dixon, Tyler Curley. They're all going very slow. And now Jordan Jordan Strong will finally get clear, and he'll get the race lead. Meanwhile, this pack behind him is just they're getting a ton of time right now, as the 27 will lead that pack. As those Fords will get into formation. As it was 3 seconds last time, they get into a pack now, so this is going to be interesting. It got closed by a little bit, but not enough. We're not even at the halfway point of this race yet, so. As we begin to catch the cars with damage. As here comes lap car number 1. And Tyler Authery's going to try to use it to his advantage. He'll go to the inside right here. And are the lap cars going to block both lanes? They might block both lanes. They are going to block both lanes. That is huge from the pack behind them. Now they're going to gain so much more time than what they were gaining. As Jordan Strong got stuck behind the lap car. And just look at this line of cars. The next one up is Tyler Curley. They split up. They're going to try to split the lap car. They do split the lap car. And that's the way you got to break traffic. As they go 3 wide behind them, Tyler Curley's going to hold up that bottom lane. But now that splits them up. That's a bad thing. Look at the lap cars blocking not one but both lanes. Don't you just hate lappers? Just get out the way. But this is going to catch this pack up right behind them, which are 3x3 actually. If there's a caution, I see it from this pack. Out of all the packs, I see it from this one. But now all that time they gained, they're going to have to lose a little bit of time. Why? Because of the lap car. Tyler Curley is not getting out the way. But this connects the pack even more. And Tyler Ranigan and Rowdy and Logan Guthrie are gaining big time. Shapiro around the outside, he'll go. As now it's going to be a 5-car fight for the race lead. From Drake, he'll go to the bottom lane. He's looking to take the race lead. And these two competed for a championship last season against one another as Authery comes down pit road, and he's going to come down all by himself. That is, I think, not a great call from the 54 crew. If these guys all come together, they could probably get those guys at the front later in the race. Is this gonna... wait, there might be a fuel mileage because they pitted on lap 15 to 16, and technically, if you pit now, You can't make it till the end, and it looks like Ethan Shapiro will be coming down this time. But the question is again, who comes down with them? Nobody comes down with him. David Dixon's going to go down pit road by himself. This pack is going to stick together. Which means they might be able to gain time, but Tyler Rankin just ran into a lap car right in front of the field. And there's the yellow we've been waiting for. The first one of the day, definitely a caution, as that may have just screwed over Ethan Shapiro, David Dixon, and anybody who just pitted. As they race back to the line, Drake Gosland beats them to the line. Yeah, Drake in the race lead right here. But what happened to the 27 of Tyler Rankin? As I don't even know what happened. He just ran into a lap car. He just straight up ran into it. As Oscar was coming out of pit road, he was trying to get behind Drake, and I think I think it was just a miscommunication. And now Logan and Tyler have damage right here. Luckily, nobody else involved, but wow, that's gonna spice up this race big time. As those cars, it look like they're gonna go get their laps back right here, so not the end of the world. They're definitely gonna have to start in the back right here. So I'm assuming everybody pits here. And let's see who comes out in front. Jordan Strunk? Oh no, they're gonna come down as well. So I told you they could not make it on gas. Those guys that pitted that lap could not make it on gas. So they're gonna come down pit road. They came down pit road that last time. As here we go. After the first, I believe the first caution of the day, green flag in the air, as we're gonna have a late race restart here with, I believe, 14 laps to go. As here comes Drake with a huge run. He's going to go down to the bottom for the race lead. Remember, now everyone's grouped up together, so it's going to be interesting who's going to top out. I remember Ethan, who was in the front, he's going to have to make his way back up to the front of the field. We're going to probably get a wild finish here. As here comes Golarud. He gets a good run. He looks to the bottom. He gets a good push from a Chevy teammate. Darren Staff going to try to split the middle. Yeah, Staff tried to split the middle right there. As now we have a problem. John Reese, the rookie, making his debut. He has to make a late race pit stop. He's not going to question these guys coming down the road right here. As I definitely kept up a couple guys right here. As the rookie Marquez Corbin moves up into the top 5. As the rookies have been pretty quiet today. As here comes Ryan Benjamin. He sticks it to the middle. The two Chevys on the inside. Where do you go in this situation? Do you go to the middle? Do you go to the top? Do you want to stay safe and try to stay in the back as the pack is now packed up again? Michael Rossman's been peeking to the inside lane on Marquez Corbin. The two rookies leading to the inside lane. Well, he's had some crazy moments in the 500. What will we see today? As Michael Rossman being pushed to the limits, as John Reese, a lap car, is probably going to keep up the field. Where does he go in this situation as he checks up the inside line? And right, oh, that sucks to see, man. I want to see some exciting racing, but just lap cars, man, getting in the way once again. As it's an 8-car breakaway. What? John Reese is not too slow, so I don't think it's the worst situation. It's going to come later in the race. As we saw the Clash Pack, we saw how crazy it got. That race ended under a caution. Darren Staff going to the bottom. After a whole season of not racing, where he had to do those 3 part-time starts, now he's back up in the Cup Series. Ella Alasaki staying to the bottom lane as well. As what's going to happen here is going to be the question. Is anybody going to be willing to let off? That's another good question right here. As Darren going to the bottom lane. Let's see if he can take the lead from the rookie Marquez Corbin. As he tries to get that side draft down the straightaway, out of the tri-oval. He doesn't have too much help though, that's the problem right now. Ella Alasaki to get up to the rear. If they want to make it work, because now the pack has been rejuvenated, as I can say right here, as Tyler Gurley's going 170 down the backstretch. So no, please, no. I don't want to see the pack get killed again by a lap car. As they're gonna catch him eventually. What lane will Tyler Gurley pick? Will he give up the bottom? Because all 3 lanes are being used right now. As Darren tries to defend the top, Marquez Corbin still fighting up there. Oh, this could be bad for Darren. Darren's going to have to choose. What lane does he want to go to? He tries to force it on the bottom. It works out for Darren. As he keeps it on the bottom lane, as Marquez is going to get a good run on the outside lane though. As that is annoying to see. I really didn't want to see a 500 end like this, but obviously we still have a couple laps to go, so you never know. It is a pretty small pack. Marquez Corbin to the inside. He's going to try to get this race win on his first race in the Cup Series. As these guys in the back are trying to make up that time lost for that lap car, Tyler Gurley causing that. Benjamin I could see getting back in the pack, but he's going to need a bigger push. Here we go, 5 laps to go here at Daytona. Is Bradley willing to wait? He's not going to be willing to wait, as he'll head to the bottom lane, 3 wide on the inside. As Darren Staff, they're trying to leave out Darren Staff on the outside lane as the 2 Fords on the inside. They're going to make it work maybe? As they are going to make it work. They're going to keep it on the bottom lane. Darren on the top. He's by himself, basically, because Drake is not close enough to the back of Darren right now. As that pack behind him is gaining a ton of time. 204 miles per hour quicker than what that lead pack is going at right now. 202 miles per hour. And they're going to be there for the end of this one. But there's 2 lap cars again. How will they play into the ending factor of this race? Just look how quick Zach Mayo is going down the straightaway. As it's the 2 Wood Brothers cars too. That's the worst part. They're both messed up. as Wood Brothers had a pretty bad day, as all three of its cars have been screwed over today. As 3 to go right here. What will happen at the end of the Daytona 500? Darren trying to make something work on the outside lane, but nobody's willing to go with him. And here it comes. Wow, look at Sketchy on the bottom. He's going to get a good run on the bottom right here. As those lap cars will definitely play a factor in a bit here. As here comes Drake Ghosland. Remember, he was the champion of last season. Here he comes. He's going to have a big run. He goes to the bottom lane of Marquez Corbin. Big run. As he's trying to put himself into position as we have a car pitting, 2 cars pitting. Does that mean something? Maybe they can't make it. I don't know. And now, how will the lap cars affect the ending of this race as both lanes are going to be blocked here? Is that third lane going to come in? As this is what's going to pack up the pack. This is what's going to make the pack together. Right here, as everyone's going to try to get by him. Bradley looking for a way around them. Can't find a way around them. It opens the door for Michael Lounsbury as he goes to the bottom. The rookie's going to get pushed by the 12. As these lap cars are really going to change the outcome of this race. Big time as they're going to go 4 wide. 4 wide with the lap car. As there's big contact. Michael Lounsbury, can he save it? He saves it. Comes across the track. Oh no! He saved it though. What a save from the rookie. But the lead pack is gone. 3 wide. It's a 3-way pack. The 2 LSM cars are going to lead away right here. Marquez Corbin looking for the run as the champion of last It's not going to be the most flashiest finish, but Drake Ghosland will be a 500 champion at the line. Drake Ghosland will win the Season 6 Daytona 500. Wow, that was a pretty wild race if you ask me, but again, let's go back to that save that Michael Lounsbury made on the white flag. Very clean race from these guys today. A 4 wide moment. Drake looks like Griffin wanted to go down pit road, and just that could have been, just thinking of what it could have been, that could have been so much worse of a wreck right there, as obviously the wreck never happened. But Drake Ghosland, after winning a championship, continues that dominance as he's gonna win the 500. As we move on to the final results, as Drake Ghosland winning this race, Marquez Corbin 2nd, Zach Bale 3rd, Bradley Keller 4th, Darren Staff 5th, Michael Lounsbury 6th, Jordan Powell 7th, Shane White 8th, Abraham Gertz 9th, and Kingston Hill 10th. Here's the rest of your results in today's race. Thank you guys for watching. This was a crazy race. See you guys in the next one.